Once upon a time in the bustling forest of Greenwood, a group of friends decided to embark on an unforgettable road trip. The group consisted of Benny the bear, Oliver the owl, Daisy the deer, and Felix the fox. They had grown tired of their everyday routine in the forest and wanted to explore the world beyond the trees. Benny, being the largest and most organized, took charge of the planning. He gathered his friends around a large oak tree to discuss the details. "We need a route, supplies, and a vehicle," Benny announced, spreading a map on the ground. Oliver, the wisest of them all, hooted in agreement. "We should visit places where we can learn new things. Maybe a visit to the human town to see their libraries and museums." Daisy, always excited about new experiences, suggested, "Let's go to the beach. I've always wanted to see the ocean." Felix, the trickster of the group, grinned. "And we mustn't forget to stop by the countryside to sample some fresh farm food." The next day, they began their preparations. Benny built a sturdy cart from fallen branches and leaves, strong enough to carry their supplies and any treasures they might find. Oliver flew to the highest treetops, scouting the best route for their journey. Daisy gathered fresh berries, nuts, and herbs to ensure they had enough food. Felix, ever the opportunist, managed to sneak into the nearby human town to gather maps and a few human snacks. By sunset, they were ready. The cart was packed, the route was planned, and the excitement was palpable. As dawn broke, they set off on their great adventure. Their first stop was the human town, where Oliver led them to a quiet library. The humans, used to seeing animals in the town, paid little attention as the friends wandered through the aisles of books. Oliver hooted with delight as he found books on various subjects, from astronomy to history. They spent hours learning and even managed to borrow a few books thanks to Felix's charming ways. Next, they headed towards the beach. The journey was long, but the friends kept each other entertained with stories and games. When they finally reached the shore, Daisy was overjoyed. She ran to the water's edge, feeling the cool waves lap against her hooves. Benny found a comfortable spot under a palm tree and relaxed, while Oliver and Felix explored the shoreline, collecting seashells and watching the seagulls. After a few days of beach fun, they made their way to the countryside. The rolling hills and vast fields were a sight to behold. Felix, true to his nature, sniffed out a nearby farm. The farmer, a kind old man, welcomed them with open arms. He offered them fresh vegetables, fruits, and even allowed them to spend the night in his cozy barn. The friends spent the evening around a campfire, sharing stories with the farmer. Benny talked about the forest. Oliver shared his newfound knowledge from the library. Daisy spoke of her dreams to travel more, and Felix, with a twinkle in his eye, recounted their beach adventures. As their journey came to an end, they began their trip back to Greenwood. The cart was now filled with books, seashells, and fresh farm produce. They were tired but happy, having experienced so much and learned even more. When they finally reached the familiar trees of Greenwood, they were greeted by their fellow forest dwellers. The friends shared their stories and treasures, inspiring others to explore and seek adventures of their own. And so, Benny, Oliver, Daisy, and Felix returned to their daily lives, forever changed by their great road trip adventure. They knew that the world was much bigger than their forest, and with friends by their side, any journey was possible.